I-present ko sa inyo si Major Brian Palencia. Siya ang S3 Operations Officer dito sa 301st Brigade. Nandito ako ngayon sa Dingle, Iloilo. And ang kanyang commander, Scout Ranger classmate ko, si Brigadier General Neil Patricio. Sila yung una na nagkaroon na ng rehearsal o exercises for territorial defense involving other agencies of government. And ito ay napakaganda dahil kung may mangyari man na banta nga ng dayuhan, ito talaga naman yung gagawin. So, and by the way, Marawi war hero si Major Palencia. Okay, Bri.
Sirs, good morning. I'm Major Brian V. Palencia, Infantry Philippine Army, the Operation Officer of the 301st Brigade stationed here at Camp Hernandez, Barangay San Jose, Dingli, Iloilo. So, area of responsibility namin, whole of Panay Island to include yung Guimaras. Bali, nagkaroon kami ng first ever interagency territorial defense operation exercise in the province of Iloilo. So, itong exercise was from the guidance of our former commander ng 3rd Infantry Division, Major General Michael G. Samson, Philippine Army. So, together with the collaboration kay Governor Defensor, the province of Iloilo. So, nagkaroon ng mga initial talk with the Governor and our Commander 3rd ID on early March 2026. And nung nailatag na yung plano with the LCE and our commander, binaba sa 301st Brigade para to further plan out yung mga preparations and other requirements for the success nitong interagency exercise. So we at the 301st Brigade, other staffs, we conducted the coordination with the recommended or the suggested member agencies. So, ang involved dito na mga agencies is the AAP, the Philippine National Police, the Bureau of Fire Protection, the Philippine Coast Guard, and the LGU of Iloilo, to include yung LGU of Miagao and San Joaquin. So, on the part of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, we have the 3rd ID as a whole. We have the Tactical Operation Group 6 of the Philippine Air Force and the Naval Force Central of the Philippine Navy. And itong interagency exercise natin has the three main objective. First is to simulate yung management of civilian evacuees from Luzon affected by the missile attack thereat. And pangalawang objective is to simulate yung operations of interagency regarding on how we respond to missile attack, and lastly, to defend Iloilo from infiltration and armed invasion. So, nagkakaroon po kami ng mga series of conferences. Actually, nakalima kami with the guidance naman ng High Quarters and Provincial Government of Iloilo. And magkaroon pa rin ng mga nagkaroon ng mga coordinations, meetings, then mayroon pa mga separate meetings yan, mga pocket meetings within the interagency. So we started our first meeting on the first week of May. Doon, nag-call po tayo doon sa LGU Miagao kay Mayor Garin, then Mayor Lazaro ng San Joaquin, Iloilo, kasi yun yung napili natin initially, yun yung mga napili na sites na pagkandakan ng interagency exercise. So, nilatag natin yung plan doon kay Mayor Garin, binigyan tayo ng possible site. However, doon sa Miagao, medyo hindi fit doon sa gagawin nating exercise, kaya further hanap pa ng ibang site at na-proceed kami doon sa may San Joaquin at nag-call din kami kay Mayor Lazaro at very welcoming kay Mayor San Joaquin itong gagawin nating exercise para matest din nila yung capability ng municipality nila in terms of ganitong mga event na medyo malaki siya. Kumbaga ang term natin dito in the worst scenario situation na magulo-gulo, napakagulo na ng lahat. So dahil na iplano natin, nagkaroon ng magandang flow ng meetings natin na iron out lahat ng plans at na yung mga gastos naman is sinolder ng provincial government of Iloilo through Governor Defensor, at very kind siya na to finance lahat ng meetings kasi itong exercise is nag-participate dito is more or less 1,500. Composed na yan ng lahat ng civilian saka uniform personnel. So nung 16 and 17 June, yun yung kick-off ng interagency exercise natin. We have 3 scenarios. So mapansin niyo dyan sa likod ko, meron tayong na video. Yung first scenario natin is yung mass civilian spillover na coming from Luzon. Ang kababayan ng Iloilo is from Luzon is umuwi sila. So tinanggap sila ni Municipality of Miagao. So yun yung first scenario na napakarami, more or less 100 evacuees coming from Luzon. So sinalo, binigyan ng pagkain, binigyan ng shelter, yung may mga medical needs, binigyan din ng Municipality of Miagao. So ang involved agency dyan talaga is LGU Miagao, yung MDRMO ng Miagao, yung Bureau of Fire Protection ng Miagao, and the Philippine National Police of Miagao. So naging successful yung first scenario at nabigyan lahat ng evacuees ng maayos na shelter at kung ano mga necessary requirements nila. Ang pangalawang scenario na na-simulate ng 301st Brigade and the 61st IB is the response towards missile attack. So, ang nangyari dito, ang simulation is binagsakan ng missile yung headquarters ng 61st IB located doon sa Barangay Igtuba, Miagao, Iloilo. And pangalawang senaryo, kasi may katabi siya, nag-overshoot yung mga missile ng kalaban natin at nagkaroon din ng mass casualty evacuation. So, pinaktis natin dito ang separation ng trabaho. So, for military, purely for military action, kung paano natin makapag-depend doon sa missile, paano natin din evacuees ng sundalo, at yung ating counter-attack through yung available natin na air defense assets. While doon sa adjacent vicinity naman, yung mga civilian, so meron naman na tayo na ready available na mga rescue units. So, nandyan sila like yung Bureau of Fire and the Philippine National Police, yung Bureau of Fire nag-execute ng mass casualty evacuation, yung collapse structure rescue operation, yung firefighting, while yung nasa health sector naman is nag-provide ng first medical doon sa mga casualty na civilian. And lastly, the following day, natapos natin yung first and second scenario ng 16 buong araw. So the following day, that is 17 June 2026, is naman tayo, ng scenario natin dito is simulation ng coastal defense and anti-infiltration operation. So ang naging site naman natin is yung Uma Beach Farm. It's a private property located in Barangay Incundaw, San Joaquin, Iloilo. So ano yung na i-display natin dyan na capability is yung combined arms and joint exercise through the TOG-6, the Philippine Coast Guard, and the Philippine Air Force, and the Philippine Army units na nandito sa ground. So, ang simulate natin is paano natin depensahan na hindi basta-basta mapasok ng kalaban through coastal, magkakaroon sila ng amphibious landing, paano natin sa depensahan. So, dyan na yon, mayroon kaming kalaban dyan, may simulation din kami na, tatlong bangka, motorized bangka, na may laman ng mga special operation forces ng kalaban. So, nagkaroon tayo ng maritime operation through the use of our Naval Force Central na mga floating assets. at also with the help of the Philippine Coast Guard Iloilo and the Philippine Coast Guard ng Western Visayas, nag-provide din sila ng mga Coast Guard assets nila, mga floating assets, na nag-conduct ng maritime patrol operation to repel or neutralize yung mga kalaban natin. And together, while nagkakandak ng maritime operation, is nandyan si TOG-6 to support yung conduct of maritime operation. Nandyan yung air surveillance, nag-provide sila ng support to maritime operation. Meron tayong dalawang Black Hawk that time na nagpaikot-ikot to conduct air surveillance para magpakapagbigay ng picture ng kalaban kung saan na sila at i-relay ito sa mga naval assets natin, yung Naval Force Central ng Philippine Navy and the Philippine Coast Guard ng Iloilo sa Western Visayas. And after nun is nagpaputok tayo ng blank ammunition ng 105 ng 3rd FAB natin. We have the 3rd Field Artillery Battalion dito sa Western Visayas at yun nag-provide ng fire support. And also, ginamit din natin yung 6th Cavalry natin na nag-provide din ng support by fire. At lastly, ang ating 61st IB, yung territorial battalion natin, nandyan ngayon sa area ng Miagao, Iloilo, at area of operation nila, yung southern part ng Iloilo, is nag-conduct sila ng infantry operation. So, merong defensive operation na ni-conduct at na-simulate natin na mayroon din tayong casualty na binigyan din ng first aid ng ating mga kasama ng mga combat medic at mga tawag dyan is yung mga skilled natin na tropa in terms of first aid. And also, ginamit din natin dyan yung 604th Ready Reserve Infantry Battalion natin na very capable sa pag-execute ng first aid doon sa mga tropa natin na naging casualty ng part ng defensive operation against infiltration saka invaders natin. And after na tayo nakapag-conduct ng defensive operation, ang LGU naman ng San Joaquin is nandun sa advanced medical post para to provide follow-up first aid at sila din yung nagbit-bit ng mga tropa natin papunta doon sa San Joaquin Hospital and further refer nila yung mga need ng emergency evacuation doon sa Iloilo Hospital. And also, dyan sa scenario 3 natin, nagamit din natin dyan yung capability ng ating SWAT Iloilo and other Provincial Mobile Force Company doon sa pag-clear ng identified na mga sleeper cell, yun yung mga spy na nakontak ng ating enemy, na identify nila yung location at nakapag-conduct sila ng law enforcement operation. Doon din nila di-display yung capability nila on how to neutralize yung sleeper cells or yung mga enemy spy doon sa area. And lastly, nagkaroon tayo ng Grand AER, yung tinatawag namin ng after activity review, to assess and to identify yung mga gaps and challenges na magagamit natin for the improvement of the future trainings natin. Yun yung pinaka-purpose ng AER. And followed by the closing ceremony on the 17th June ng hapon. And followed by yung kumbaga celebration na, followed by dinner na yan. And maraming mga pasasalamat doon sa LGU na naging involved and particularly doon sa province of Iloilo na very supportive doon from the start pa lang ng planning until na naging successful yung pag-conduct ng interagency territorial defense operation exercise dubbed ng Iloilo province as Pag-Ugyon 2026.
Ano ang pride mo na kayo ang naunang patakbo ng isang exercise na ganito sa actually buong
Yes sir. Actually yung pumasok talaga sir, very challenging Kasi wala pa nga po sir template
Mm.
kung how to do yung mga ganun sir. However, with the ano naman po sir, with the guidance ng aming mga commanders na may mga experience na previously, nagiging ano naman sir, medyo dahan-dahan, na i-refine, may mga, siyempre, sumasablay talaga sir, na ano naman, na pag-usapan, nagkakaroon ng mga series of focus group discussion, nagre-refer din po kami sir, actually yung may role din dito sir, si OCD6, under kay Regional Director Raul Fernandez po sir, na ang kagandahan sir, dati din siyang nasa dati din na member ng Philippine Army. So madali po sir yung naging coordination at sila mismo sir yung tumulong talaga kung paano gagawin yung exercise na kasama na po sir yung interagency. Na hindi lang tayo kasi dati sa atin kung may mga exercise tayo solely military lang po sir. So nandyan po sir si OCD6 na magbigay po sir ng mga ano din sir, trainings ng paggawa ng exercise, then evaluators, naging mga subject matter expert para yung plan namin sir is na refine, na ayos, and naging fit doon sa available natin na site, and naging maayos po sir yung execution sir.
Hindi, balik nga tayo. In the first place, bakit napaka-importante na merong ganito na interagency and defense ng external defense kasi ito eh?
Yes sir. Yun nga sir, sa atin sa Philippine Army, very kumbaga sir na naging expertise na natin yung internal security operation, particularly itong addressing yung insurgency situation natin. So, on the part of the 301st Brigade, we are confronting the KR Panay. So, and we are very proud to say na yung Western Visayas is peaceful na, and all the provinces, with the help of the local chief executive, particularly yung governors, na i-declare na po sir yung lahat ng provinces as stable internal peace and security status. Ibig sabihin sir, yung internal security is na po sir, very na tayo sir, secure, and more on law enforcement operation na lang on how we confront yung remaining armed elements ng KR Panay sir. And so dahil dyan po sir, nag-level up to improve yung naman natin sir, yung external defense. So hindi din magagawa ito sir ng armed forces lang without the help po sir ng civilian counterpart. Kasi pagdating sir sa gera, ang magiging trabaho lang ng ating military is purely military action. So paano natin depensahan, paano neutralize yung kalaban. So sa part ng sa part ng civilian, medyo hirap pa sila sir kung ano ba talaga yung role nila. So through this interagency exercise na na po sir, naintindihan nila yung maging role ng military, ano yung maging role ng civilian. Kumbaga sir, ito yung naging way para maintindihan po sir ng bawat isa sa atin kung ano ang kanya-kanyang role on how we will defend our country against doon sa external threat po sir.
Kasi ito yung theme nyo puro together di ba? Together.
Yes sir.
Hindi, kasi dito sa Panay Island, halos tapos na yung insurgency. And we won the insurgency together
Yes sir,
Ngayon,
yes sir.
nag-ano kayo ngayon together, we will prepare for external defense. Gano'ng ka-importante yung ganito? Kasi yan ang main lesson learned natin from the insurgency na kailangan magtulungan. Ito, ano yung main lesson nyo? Bakit unity, cooperation, working together? Bakit napaka-importante?
Yes sir. So, given yung namin dyan sir na dapat kung paano namin na-win yung insurgency dito sa Panay Island to include yung Guimara sir. Pagdating sa external defense, dapat we fight as one din sir. So hindi natin yung purely military hindi natin kaya kung without the support ng ating counterpart which is the civilian sector sir and other government agencies. Yun po yung pinaka-important sir na kailangan natin maglaban na magkasama-sama tayo sir. So always dyan, together we prepare, together we prevail po, sir.
And finally, anong message mo sa yung 301st? Kasi kayo yung yun nga, pinakamalaking unit ng Army dito sa Panay Island, dito sa Iloilo. And ano yung message mo sa citizens ng Iloilo na in case may mangyaring ganyan, ano yung mga kailangan nilang saalang-alang kung may yung itong banta ng mga dayuhan na hahandaan natin, ito yung territorial defense.
Yes, sir. So, to all the citizens dito sa Panay Island, to include yung Guimaras, so, nag-conduct na tayo ng first interagency territorial defense exercise. Doon na-define yung mga rules at kung ano natin yung kung paano natin makapag-prepare in times of ito na natin yung war against other nations. So, let's go back to respective roles, i-perfect natin. So, kanya-kanyang agency, alamin kung ano ba talaga yung roles ninyo through, which is na-discuss naman natin doon sa exercise natin na may trabaho about doon sa first aid, meron doon sa mass evacuation, pagdating sa camp management, shelter, provision ng shelter, provision ng food. So, naging magaan siya. And for the civilian na hindi naman involved doon, stay alert, maging mapagmatyag, magbigay ng information sa armed forces, sa PNP, sa Philippine Coast Guard, para yun yung maging alert namin. And for is magiging kalma, hintayin kung ano yung mga reminders, saka mga instruction coming from competent authority para hindi magkabuhol-buhol po yung ating action. So sabi ko nga, pag may unity, may strength yung ating island.
Maraming salamat, Major Palencia, S3 ng 301st Brigade.
Thank you, sir.